So, welcome again in the second chapter. We have what is pragmatics. Pragmatics, as brief history, we have it is a subfield like of linguistics, and it appeared in the 1970s. Here, and we see that the origin of the word is it is like pragmatics as discipline. It was originated from semiotics, is the study of science. The study of science, you write it. And then we have the definition of pragmatics. It studies how people comprehend and produce comprehend or understand and produce a communicative act or speech action in a concrete speech. This one, like, you just need to focus on the one that I gave it to you right in here. It is the study of meaning with taking into consideration the speaker's intended meaning. Or you write just intention, and the listener's interpretation. Interpretation بين when you say interpretation كيف أفهمها when the speaker has said it according to a given like context. According to the context كيف أفهمها، لأنه بعد نشوفه باللي pragmatics it is important to know the context. Okay, then we'll see later on recognition as discipline. We can say it was first regarded like pragmatics was not regarded as discipline until the 1970s, and it was called like pragmatics or the use of language in use. They are used interchangeably. When you find like the study of language in use, this long sentence, it means pragmatics. And now we will see another name, which is the founders of pragmatics. Austin. There is Austin in 1962. He talks about it. Searle 1969, Grace in 1975. When he developed like a science, tried to develop a science of language of enormous relevance. We don't need it too much, but we just mention it to know like the founders. Dissocier and Chomsky also. Dissocier in 1959. This was after his death with a long period of time. Just it can be like mentioned in his theories, langue parole and mainly, and the sentence structure they focused. And also Chomsky in 1965, when he talks about the deep and surface structure and competence and performance, they focused on isolated, like both of them focused on isolated linguistic forms and structures. It means like they both focused on one aspect and neglected the other one. They focused on the structure and the syntax, grammatical stuff, and also the meaning, and neglected that. They both like when you said neglected, they took into consideration like the intention of real use of language. They just focused on the real use of language, how people can understand it, and do not focus on certain other aspects that are important. We'll see it later on. We have like now characteristics. You have to know that as general knowledge, or like you can save it or take a screenshot like this. Okay. Characteristics are, or we say characteristics are features of pragmatics according to Alcaraz in 1990 and Kinos, if I'm spelling them right, 1999. The features that defines pragmatics are using like what can defines pragmatics. Like when you find it, you know this is pragmatics. When you find like using the language as a means of communication, we use language as a means of communication in pragmatics to communicate and to have other aspects. We focus on functions rather than the form. The function of that sentence in that context, rather than how like it is structured, the sentence, not the structure like grammatical structure, the meaning. And also the importance of context. It is really important to know what is the context that is aimed like for when we talk about that utterance. And authentic use of language, authentic languages. For example, native speakers, when they mention like when they talk about a sentence or in conversation, sometimes they say certain phrases or sentences that they mean another meaning. But if you do not have a good like background like them, or like a context, not know the context, you will get confused. Another one is the interdisciplinary nature of pragmatics, because like pragmatics is not about just one discipline, it is interdisciplinary, because it focuses on other like it focuses like on other aspects. They can be helpful, like syntax, semantics, semiotics, and some other. And also the last one is the application of linguistic theories based on communicative competence. Communicative competence is the ability to communicate and so the application, the feature of pragmatics is it helps you like to apply those linguistic theories and to help you like in while you are communicating. So it will improve your communicative competence. Okay. We also has these, we can mention them, or I can explain them to you. Like they are parts of the characteristics, and they will help you understand more. Like in pragmatics, the meaning is created in interaction. So it is like we can know like understand the meaning of that discussion or context according to we understand the meaning of the conversation according to the interaction that we observe in that situation or in that discussion. So another thing is context. Context in pragmatics is really important because it includes the linguistic aspects and the non-linguistic aspects. We will see later on what is the linguistics aspect. So another thing is the choice when the speaker try to deliver like a message or a hint or something to another person, the listener or the reader. He chooses certain utterances. They may differ like in the choose of those utterances. It is really important, the choose of utterances, because it can help you like to understand what he intended to mean. Maybe he intends to be sarcastic, and maybe to intends to be funny, maybe to, let's see, we'll say them like, and then we have this one. It's like this pragmatics, like it like have constraints or conditions in using language in social action, like who. This is one, it will help you understand who can say what and to whom. The speaker, for example, the person can say certain like phrases or sentences or utterances. They can, for example, say it to their friends, but they cannot say them to the teacher or the boss. And the last one is the effects of choices on participant and are analyzed. The result of your choices of utterances in that conversation can be analyzed according to the context, so it can be various meaning. So before like we finish, we have these, we know you should know, like topics that we are going to talk later on in pragmatics. We have implicature, we have presupposition, speech act, deixis, politeness, and we'll see each one of them, what does it mean.